All right, before we talked about types of word problems with angles of elevation and depression, now we're going to talk about multi-step trig word problems. So meaning you might have to do more than one thing. We're going to do a couple examples here. But the biggest thing is sketch a picture. It doesn't have to be a work of art as long as you understand what you're looking for. And then remember, you're either going to use sine, cosine, tangent, or you're going to use the inverse. Oops. So you're going to use one or the other depending on which way you go. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started here. So it says a 5-foot man is looking up at the top of a flagpole. So that's what I did here with my fantastic picture. And he's looking up at a flagpole. So the angle of elevation, so this is him looking up, so this is the angle of elevation right here, is 53 degrees. The man is standing on the ground 12 feet from the base of the flagpole. So this is 12 from here. We want to know how tall is the flagpole. So we're looking for the total height because the top of the flagpole's here. So we're looking for the total height. Now, once you do this, we know the guy is 5 feet tall already. So that already gives us part of the flagpole height. Now we just have to find this. Once we find this, then we can add them together to get that. So the first part is we're just going to look at our triangle here. And when you're doing this, we did 53, which is where this is. And this is opposite over adjacent. So since it's opposite over adjacent, we're going to use tangent. And it gave us the angle. So we're going to do regular, not the inverse. So let's go ahead and plug this in. And that's opposite over adjacent. And then now, remember it's over 1, cross multiply, you'll get 12 times tangent 53 equals x. Pop that into your calculator, you're going to get 15.9 equals x. So make sure your calculator's in degrees. Alright, so now I know that this portion right here is 15.9x. So to get the total height, I'm going to do this plus this, which will give me 20.9. So remember to add it at the end because we want the height of the flagpole. All right, so now let's do this one. For this one, the angle of the elevation to the top of the tree, so you've got a tree right here, is 27 degrees. From the same point on the ground, the angle of elevation to the hawk, so the hawk is up here, is 43 degrees. The tree is 12.7 meters tall. We want to know how high up is the hawk. So we have to figure out this plus that will give us the total. So what we're going to do is break it down into two separate triangles. So I'm going to first do the little triangle right here, which this is 27 degrees. So it did tell us the hawk was 12.7, or sorry, the tree was 12.7, and we want to figure out, once we get this, then we can go ahead and then we can find that. So we need to get this distance first. So this is opposite over adjacent, so we're going to use tangent. And we got tangent of 27 equals, we said opposite over adjacent. And remember, cross multiply. And I'm going to get, x, you're technically going to get x times tangent 27 equals 12.7. But then I just skipped a step and I divided both sides by tangent 27. And then you get x by itself, put this into your calculator, and you'll get about 24.9. So now that I know this is 24.9, which is this distance right here, now I can go back and I can use the big triangle, which is right here, to figure out what this total length is. So we're going to go through and we're going to use, I know I've got opposite over adjacent, so I'm going to use tangent again. And we know that this time all of this is 43 degrees. So tangent 43 equals, now remember, this is right here, this is x plus 12.7, because that's what it gave us before, so the total height. So put this over 1, cross multiply, and then we've got 24.9 times tangent 43 equals x plus 12.7. Go ahead, put that into your calculator. You're going to get 23.2. And then now, don't forget to subtract the 12.7 from both sides. And you'll get 10.5 equals x. So now that I know that this part is 10.5, I can just put them together. So I can go this plus this equals 23.2 feet. So it's just finding one part, and that's a puzzle to the next part. What you're going to do is you're going to find this problem. They already gave you a picture here. You're going to solve that. If you did this correctly, your final answer should be 5,587.5 meters. And then I want you to try this problem, and you're going to have to draw a picture here. And if you did this correctly, your final answer should be 12 feet. So remember, draw a picture. You're either going to use sine, cosine, tangent, or the inverse if you're looking for the angle. And then once you've got one part, then you use that to solve the next part. And that's solving multi-step trig word problems.